There's a certain magic with grand millennial maximalism, but often it can easily devolve into clutter. So how are the interior designers decorating a beautiful grand millennial maximalist space without clutter? It's a delicate balance, but I'm going to break it down for you.
Welcome back to Oh So Lovingly, where life imitates art, discovering beauty in the everyday with whimsy and elegance around every corner. This week, I'm so excited to share some interior design secrets in a new series. Let me know in the comments where you're watching from. I'm so happy you're here.
Something that interior designers are keen on doing is starting with a grounded layout, selecting the furniture first to build on something that feels grounded. My favorite grand millennial pieces of furniture are things like the skirted sofas, the pleated lampshades, skirted tables, anything chintz, Chippendale or wing-backed chairs, beautiful textiles like curtains and art like chinoiserie, and even rattan or wicker furniture. I love that. That is how you're going to get your layout first. The layout absolutely happens first before you think about anything else. Number two, a limited color palette. Designers often use 2 to 3 dominant colors with supporting accents. This is something I've done in every room of my house, and it's something that as an artist I keep in mind when I'm painting. Like, there's green, blue, and brown in these panels. 3 colors. A limited color palette, actually, it sounds counterintuitive to have a maximalist decor, but a limited color palette actually frees you up to create a room that feels really cohesive and curated. If you give yourself those guideposts, 2 to 3 colors, then you can decorate a room that feels highly curated and very pleasing to the eye. A lot of designers do this. If you ever see like a designer mood board, they've selected 2 to 3 main colors that they are decorating within the confines of, because it really does just kind of free you up. Like, okay, I'm looking for these curtains in brown. I'm looking for this wallpaper in a green. I'm looking for these lampshades, but they need to be a hunter green to really complement well the curtains I have that are already another complementing color. It helps you stay focused in your design. It really does. When I sit down to do a painting, I can look at a blank sheet of paper and feel so overwhelmed. But the minute I give myself 2 colors to stick to, it's like my world opens up. It's like, oh yeah, I could see these possibilities much quicker if I gave myself a little bit of a limit than if I said I could paint anything. Does that make sense? Because a room that's decorated with 2 or 3 colors is actually always more beautiful. It's always instantly grand millennial. To go beyond 3 colors, I would very much caution against, because that's when we get into like the colors are fighting each other. Maybe they're not the same hue, and then your eyes just get confused. And so that's why 3 colors max for a room, for a real grand millennial vibe. Number 3, mix your patterns purposefully. So in our master bedroom, we have 4 curtain panels with a hero print. And I decided that the rest of the room would be really creamy and very demure because that print really speaks volumes. I love how it feels like we're in a cocoon in this master bedroom. As a textile designer, I love this pattern drenching trend that we are seeing. The trick is to know how to drench a pattern, what patterns go with what. I'm gonna break it down, it's so easy. You need 1 hero print, like a big scale pattern, like my block printed curtains, or a chinoiserie pattern, like what's in our powder bathroom, my chinoiserie trellis, or a chinoiserie mural. It's something that's a large scale, that has a lot of color, or it just has your main color. So that's your hero print. What goes best with the hero print is a coordinating print. So what is that? It's exactly what it sounds like. It's a stripe or a polka dot, something to anchor that print. So you'll often see this in spaces where there's a hero print, like a very detailed fabric that's full scale, with either just a grass cloth or a light ticking stripe kind of print that goes with it, and it literally serves as the coordinates for that pattern. It gives the eye a place to rest. So picking patterns is so easy. You need to pick one though that you love, that's the most detailed, and then you can pick your striped, or maybe it's a smaller scale block print, maybe it's a trellis. I have a lot. I'll pop some examples of coordinate prints on the screen. Those types of patterns talk really well together. They make the whole room just make sense and feel really peaceful. Just like what we just were talking about, the patterns that you select are often in the same color family. So the white curtains that I have paired with panels behind me, they have a cream that matches the cream in the block prints. So that pulls out the white, making it feel really cohesive. Keeping your textiles on the same color family will keep it from feeling chaotic and therefore avoiding the clutter. This brings me into my next point, which is using symmetry and repetition. To avoid a visual overload or just feeling chaotic, and to avoid a feeling of not having a foundation or a good grounded room, I would definitely encourage you to remember repetition and symmetry. So I'm literally standing in between two identical lamps, the sconces, and our matching bedside tables. And that was very intentional because I wanted the bedroom to feel peaceful and curated. And I see this a lot in beautiful Grand Millennial spaces where they've really played into the symmetry. They make the room make sense. Everything fits perfectly. Nothing's out of place. And it's a just much more pleasing experience to be in those rooms. Use negative space. In maximalism, restraint is part of the magic. The most sophisticated Grand Millennial homes are not packed wall to wall. They're layered, but with a sense of airiness and elegance. I mean, think about it. For something to be pleasing to the eye has to have somewhere to rest. So if you look at this cabinet, there's something in every cubby, but it's intentional and it's pleasing to the eye because the eye has an intentional place to rest and to look around and enjoy. You can take in your decor if you have white space. And that's why the clutter feels off to you because your eye is not able to rest. There's no negative space kind of guiding your eye to where it should go. The art of restraint is a real thing, and it's the constant struggle. Like, I want to add more. No, you really shouldn't add any more. It's focusing on curation. There's a great rule of thumb, which is the rule of thirds. Designers will often use one stack of books, one vase, and one picture frame. A rule of thirds is a great way to make sure you're not overcrowding an area. Don't over accessorize. Give each piece room to stand out. And instead of pushing everything against a wall, designers will create intentional groupings. And how do those talk to each other? Another way to do this to avoid clutter is keeping your floor space clear with a tight editing of your rugs and your furniture. The floor space also really helps to attribute to clutter. So make sure your floor space is intentional, curated, and well thought out. I hope that was helpful, seeing how interior designers decorate. I mean, as a textile designer, I'm very close to that world, and a lot of friends are interior designers. And so I hear so much. I feel like a lot of it is intrinsic within you if you are an artist or if you have a creative passion. I feel like interior design is something that everyone has access to. Everyone can be an interior designer of your own home. Like, I wouldn't want someone else to decorate my house, so I want to empower you to be your own interior designer. So I'm thinking of making this a series, kind of like interior design secrets, because these are real things that are being done that honestly, I just want to put into simple terms and share, because decorating a home should be fun. It shouldn't be stressful. It shouldn't be overwhelming, and I don't want it to be like that. So I want it to be fun for you. So anyway, I hope this was helpful. I am piddling around. Have y'all seen that video on Instagram where the lady's like, you know what I like to do? Piddle. I'm piddling today. I've been cleaning. I need to get ready for a little date night we're having, but I am so impressed with myself. These are dried. These are already dried. I'm so excited. Like, they're already dried. Oh, that one's falling out. Don't go anywhere. They're already dried. So they're gonna last forever. I'm so excited. Oh my gosh, I thought I would tell y'all, because this is the time to cut your hydrangeas. If they're yard hydrangeas, this is the time to cut them because they're already successfully drying out. I've never had them dry out in July before. It usually doesn't happen until September or October, but they're perfect. I'm so excited. So I'm gonna get ready for a little date night. We're going to a pizza place and I don't know what I'm gonna wear. I'll decide in 3, 2, 1. Okay, this dress is the winner because it's a casual dinner. We're going to pizza with some friends and yeah, I love this dress so much. It's so thin. The fabric is amazing. I just love this fabric. It's so nice and thin and light, which is great for going out on a summer evening. I'm still drinking my tea. This is, oh, that was so pretty. I'm still finishing it. So we're going to a really cute restaurant that they literally make the pizza in front of you. I'm so excited. We're going to adjourn to dinner. Today is Sunday. It is a gorgeous day. We have a fun day planned. We're going to church and then run a couple of errands at the garden store. I'm so excited. I've got to put some new things in my pots. I've got a couple herbs that have just died out and I want to get some new ones and refresh them. So we're going to the garden store after church today and I thought I would wear my favorite dress of the moment, this Toile Beauty by Kim Lawley. This is an absolute stunner. I love the puffy sleeves. Gosh, it's just so comfortable. I can't tell you how comfortable this dress is. I could wear this all day. Flowy and light and airy. It's so nice. It's so nice. So this is a great option if you're looking for like a summer garden party dress or a wedding guest dress for the summer. This would be amazing. You would dance the night away in this and not get too hot. This would be great for any kind of wedding shower. This is just the best dress. So we're gonna head to church and then we're going to head to Boxwoods to check out some plants and herbs and see if I can get inspired for my potted garden.
As silly as it sounds, the garden store is one of my favorite places to come. I absolutely can get lost here. And this is Boxwoods. We are in the Buckhead Village District. And what I love about Boxwoods is that every time you go in, there's something new to see. The owners go on frequent buying trips to France and they bring back the most one-of-a-kind, beautiful pieces that you truly can't find anywhere else. They have so many they have so many permanent and real florals, so the options are endless. Here's some of the permanent berry florals, permanent ranunculus, and some of the ready-made real bouquets. Absolutely obsessed with this iridescent flower. And I love how playful the colors are. There's never a shortage of inspiration to find here at Boxwoods. If you are spending a day in Atlanta, definitely make it part of your itinerary because it is well worth it. You'll see something that inspires you so deeply, and definitely check out the greenhouse. The greenhouse is where I thrive. I get so many ideas here, studying the petals, studying the nature of the plants, honestly focusing on how wild they grow. Sometimes painting plants, there's a temptation to make it perfect, but to really be around them is to understand that they are not perfect and you can have fun. You can really explore the wildness. I love their decor. The decor is amazing. They have all the orchids your heart could ever desire. I call this the Hall of Orchids. And my favorite thing to do is to spend some time outside in their garden. I absolutely love perusing. This is the best place to get gifts, the best place to get inspired for your interior decor, the best place to find lighting unexpectedly, mirrors. It's got it all. The serveware they have is so unique and special. I love that little greenhouse. I always love, after I'm done at the garden store, getting some herbs today. I wanted to pop next door to see the permanent floral and antique boxwoods. Now this is where the most beautiful antiques and permanent florals live. Mo, this is her workspace. She makes the most beautiful orchid arrangements using permanent florals. So this is all of the permanent floral stems. And when I tell you that this is the place that I come and study the florals, the petals, the coloring, it's so divine to come here and get inspiration. It's just abounding. This room, in fact, is what inspired my thistle and vine collection, which is the green and white collection. And fun fact, my master bedroom curtains are part of that thistle and vine collection. It's one of the alternate colorways. So many incredible antiques. They find the absolute best antiques. They find the best frames, the best furniture. It's all so captivating, and it all tells such a beautiful story. I had so much fun hanging out with you this week. I cannot wait to share more about this interior design secret series next week.